What's up, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Blockchain Boss, the Blockchain Boss podcast. That's the name I'm calling it right now. What is this podcast? This podcast is basically cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Web3 news. We're just going to talk. We're just going to chop it up once a week. My name is Bon Jenn. You may know me from TikTok or YouTube. I'm the guy that sits on the couch and does I basically just explain to everybody, to a bunch of beginners, what cryptocurrency is, how it works, and how it's going to change the world. So I already had a YouTube and a TikTok, so I figured why not make a podcast? And this podcast is named after this project I'm working on. It's called Blockchain Boss. It's basically a hub of education, news. There's a blog on there, explainers. I'm sorry, this is the first episode, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm rambling. This episode is also on YouTube. Anyway, back to Blockchain Boss, the project. There's a blog, there's like explainers, there's news. I'm working on some educational courses. The Bitcoin course is going to be the first one. I probably shouldn't have even told you that. I don't know when it's going to be up, but I am working on just some in-depth cryptocurrency, Web3 blockchain education, because I think this stuff is super exciting. Yeah, so this is the first episode. I guess I'm just going to talk about news. Yeah, it's going to be like super unedited, super awkward. But yeah, I don't know. So I've been talking, why I even made this podcast. I've been getting some feedback from some of you lovely people out there who appreciate how I am able to convey explain this technology. And so, got one, not even gonna lie to you, didn't get a few, got one request for a podcast. And I've done podcasts before. I have another podcast called Ricker and Bond. You should check out. But I don't know. I just thought, what the heck, why not? I have a face for radio, so let's get into it. Before we hop into this episode of Blockchain Boss, I gotta hit you with the ad. And my cat's right here. This episode is also on it's gonna be on YouTube. Oh crap. It's gonna be on YouTube, unedited, uncut. Just cause why not? On my YouTube channel, Bon Jenn, so you can go ahead and check that out. So before we get into the stuff, this episode is brought to you by Coinbase, of course. So Coinbase is the easiest way to buy and sell cryptocurrency online. I've been using Coinbase for years, honestly. It's just like, it's easy. If you've never bought cryptocurrency before and you're interested, then I would suggest you use Coinbase. There's really not much to it. So Coinbase is giving away $5 in Bitcoin for free to anybody who signs up. So just head on over to blockchainboss.io/free Bitcoin to sign up for Coinbase, and you get your free $5 in free Bitcoin. That's blockchainboss.io. I got that IO domain /free Bitcoin. So yeah, cool. Thanks to Coinbase for hooking everyone up with that. Also, I get a kickback on that too, full transparency, because I'm just not gonna give up precious airspace for free. All right, so anyway, let's hop into it. So I'm sure everybody is aware of the stuff that's going on. For me, it's overseas. Stuff between Ukraine and Russia. If I have any listeners over there or any viewers, hopefully I'm sending wishes your way. Hopefully you're safe, because this is a really not a chill time for the world. The 20s are really ringing it, aren't they? So anyway, why am I bringing this up at all? Well, one, because it's important, and two, because cryptocurrency is being sent en masse in the form of donations to Ukraine. And this is happening for a couple of reasons. I'm just going to go through my notes here. I have some notes, This is just like so awkward. My goodness. But I'm not even gonna edit it. I'm not even gonna listen to it. It's gonna be that's how we're gonna go. That's what I love about podcasts. It can just be straight, just like you and me, chilling, drinking a beer. I'm not drinking a beer, but I could be. I'm looking at the video right now on the teleprompter, and I just feel like awkward. I might not even put this video up, but I probably will. So anyway, rambling, talking about Ukraine and what the heck is that noise? Lorsh. Talking about Ukraine and cryptocurrency. So this is an article from the Wall Street Journal. I'm just gonna paraphrase it. So people are shooting over cryptocurrency in the form of donations because Ukraine needs donations. People are sending over a lot of Bitcoin and Tether, stable coins, for a couple reasons. One, because Bitcoin is outside of the I know Bitcoin is outside the control of any central authority, so it's easy to get that over there. And another thing too, why this is super important, is because about 4 days ago, from the Wall Street Journal, Ukraine central banks were halting currency markets and limiting cash withdrawals. So cash withdrawals are limited to 100,000 Ukrainian hryvnia a day. Butchered that. I'm sorry. And equivalent to about $3,300. So Ukrainians can only withdraw $3,300 per day because the central bank is limiting withdrawals. That's super unfortunate. On the other side too, over in Russia, there's also a bank run because SWIFT is being cut off. Russia is being cut off from SWIFT, and SWIFT is the international banking, club thing. You can tell how like up to date I am on this super important news. How good I'm doing at this. So people were afraid that people aren't going to be able to pull their money out of the banks in Russia as well. So there's also a bank run, super long lines at the ATMs, in Ukraine. And this is the problem with central banks, because they essentially control your money, which is why they're risky. And remember, this is the reason why Bitcoin was created in the first place after the 2008 financial housing crisis. I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit of this article. Sorry for the dead air. I'm just literally not even going to edit this at all. Like, who cares? Ukraine Central Bank temporarily, this is from the Wall Street Journal. Ukraine Central Bank temporarily suspended the country's the currency market, limited the withdrawal of cash, and prohibited the issuance of foreign currencies to the general public after the nation declared martial law. I'm going to look up what martial law is real quick because I forgot. You're probably like, this guy, martial law definition. Isn't it great that you can just look stuff up? That's crazy, huh? Martial law is the temporary imposition of direct military control of normal civil government or suspension of civil law by government, especially in response to a temporary emergency where civil forces are overwhelmed or in an occupied territory. Okay, thank you, Google, for that. So now we both know what martial law is. The National Bank of Ukraine announced more than half a dozen temporary measures Thursday after Russian troops entered the country. Cash withdrawals were limited to 100,000 Ukrainian hryvnia a day, equivalent to about $3,339. The central bank also said it would fix the official exchange rate for Thursday. So yeah. So you may be asking yourself, if this is the case, why is Bitcoin's price literally lower than it's been in like a year? If everybody is like pulling their money out of the bank, and wouldn't they see the value in Bitcoin? Well, here's the thing. We kind of saw the same kind of behavior at the beginning of the start of the 2020 pandemic, right? Um, right when that started, Bitcoin was like, it was low. It was below $10,000 for a little bit, right? And then what happened? It shot up, you know? So right now, it's a very uncertain time for the market and for everyone. And markets react to uncertainty and fear by selling off. So that's typically what happens. But, once like things like get going and we get to know a little bit more what's going on and people become more comfortable and they understand the value of a scarce digital asset that can't be seized by any government, I think we're going to see some serious price action. So that's just my prediction. I would prepare for that, honestly. You heard it here first. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor. I would never, ever, ever tell you to invest in anything because that's against the law. However, I will tell you what I'm investing in personally, and it's definitely a little bit of Bitcoin because I think this is a pretty good opportunity. Yeah, there. Yeah. So anyway, so in accordance to that, we're also getting a large amount, or Ukraine has been receiving a large amount of cryptocurrency donations, which is good news. So this is from Coindesk.com. According to on-chain data, $5.2 million, $10 million has been received in cryptocurrency donations raised in both Ether and Bitcoin. According to on-chain data, $5.2 million has been received in the Effort's Ethereum wallet. It's another great thing too about cryptocurrency. All this stuff is public, so it's not going to some charity where you don't know where the money's going. It's like you're literally sending the money straight to where it's supposed to go. That's crazy. Blockchain. Sick. Didn't we just have I feel like I wasn't this just a thing with Black Lives Matter? Like a bunch of the organization was gifted a bunch of money and a bunch of it can't be accounted for. But now we know exactly with this, we know exactly where the money's going. So according to on-chain data, $5.2 million have been received in the Everett's Ethereum wallet. This includes $1.1 million in Tether, the stablecoin, and $109,000 in USDC, the stablecoin. On-chain data shows that FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried donated $250,000 in Tether, and Chain.com CEO Deepak Thoplial, fuck that name up, excuse me, donated 100 Ether, approximately $277,000. Data shows that Ukraine is currently holding the crypto in the ERC20 wallet and hasn't made a withdrawal. Dang, this is gonna be a good TikTok. I'll write this down in the notes. Ukraine's Bitcoin wallet has received $4.2 million. The country has already withdrawn $2.9 million of this. All public, all on-chain data. Everybody, anyone in the world can go and look at this and verify that this money is going where it needs to go. Phenomenal. I love that. Let me write down this real quick. Make a TikTok about public things, public on-chain data. Okay. If one of you out there also wants to make a TikTok and steal that idea, I don't care, because I'm gonna do it first, and also you probably won't do it. But I don't know if you do. The more people, the better, honestly. Yeah. So over the weekend, Russian art collective Pussy Riot helped form a DAO that raised $3 million in Ether for the war effort and humanitarian relief. Another TikTok idea. Look at that. That's great. That's phenomenal. I got to look into that. And a separate wallet for Donations to the Ukraine army run by the charity Come Back Alive has raised $6 million since its inception in mid-2021. So cryptocurrency is doing its thing. It's helping save the world. Again, like, I don't know if this was Satoshi Nakamoto's plan, but, you know, when you have money that's not controlled by anybody, that you can send like an email that's public yet anonymous, that's a pretty cool invention to me. If that doesn't get you fired up, then I don't know like what else does, yo. This is Blockchain Boss. You're listening to Blockchain Boss. I'm Bon Jenn. Follow me on Twitter, by the way. BON_JENN. Bon, like Bon Iver. Iver said that name wrong too, but Bon Jenn. You know. So yeah. Cryptocurrency just doing its thing. Imagine if we didn't have cryptocurrency, and like how would we send money? Like how would they withdraw? The banks are frozen over there, you know? I guess you'd send it to like the neighboring countries and they would like give it to, I don't know. But this is so much easier and so much faster, and every party is held accountable. This is nuts. What a time to be alive, yo. What else is going on? I wrote a script, kind of like I wrote some notes, trying to be like all official, because in my TikToks I'm very official. But in this video, or in this podcast, I'm really laid back. This is what I'm really like. I'm just like chill. It's Sunday night. I'm kicking it with the cat. I just ate some pasta. Just did some crypto research. Now I feel like I'm just kicking it with like the homies, you know? Just talking about stuff. Yeah. And not only that, if Ukraine holds on to that Bitcoin for like a little while longer, they also have been embracing Bitcoin recently, or cryptocurrency in general. So like that's a good sign. So like when Bitcoin like starts like pumping up, you know, that's going to be some healthy capital right there. Unless it keeps going down, who knows? We'll see. But, you know, but from my knowledge, from everything I'm like seeing, like at the end of the day, nobody can tell you what's going to happen with this Bitcoin thing. Like, but what I can tell you is that me, with my background, first of all, I'm just in love with technology. It just fascinates the hell out of me. I've been this way since I was a child. But I don't like math, so I never became an engineer. But I still like enjoy technology. I studied technology in college, did a little bit of computer programming, but, you know, didn't like it, so I didn't continue. But, you know, just into it. Love money, because who doesn't love money? Like, money is interesting to learn about. So yeah, and like I know about like I don't know, I do a lot of reading, so I have like that background. I'm not like a quote unquote expert, but I have like a good enough exposure to the environment, plus with my love of technology, I think like I'm not like a noob, you know. So from my perspective and reading Bitcoin and studying it for years, I can tell you that from what I am seeing going on in the world, like this is something that could make the price go up. You know, people losing complete faith in central banks. And yeah, like really, really just that's like one of the pillars there. Central banking is just like, it's nuts. It's kind of gross, actually. Yeah. All right, let's move on. There's not really much more to talk about. I'm gonna plan to do these every Monday. I'm filming it on Sunday, maybe Monday. I'm gonna post it on Monday. I really want to do these live on YouTube, because I think that's great. But I need to like learn that better. I'm not super great with the live streaming right now, but you know, I'll get better. We're gonna beef up this channel. Blockchainboss.io right now is kind of like a skeleton. There's not a lot on there. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I'm going to slowly add content on there. I'm going to slowly add value. So you can go check that out if you want to. I also have a weekly newsletter where I just like shoot out emails about like news and about stuff I'm studying. So you can sign up for that at Bon Jenn, BONJENN.io. Whoa, excuse me. And yeah, what else is there? Bon Jenn on Twitter, Bon_Jenn on Twitter, Bon Jenn on everything: Instagram, uh, YouTube, TikTok, all the socials. You know the drill. Gosh darn it. I hate how some people are like, yo, my name is this on this, and then on here it's something else. It's like, yo, just like stay consistent, dude. Like, my goodness. Also, don't forget to hit up blockchainboss.io/free Bitcoin to get your $5 in free Bitcoin when you sign up for Coinbase. And yeah, I think that's about it. That was about a 20-minute episode. Maybe next week it'll be longer. I want to get some like super experts on here. Maybe we can do some interviews. You know, no more BS. No more price. Like, there's a little bit of price speculation in this, but I'm more interested in the news. The worst content, in my opinion, is just those like daily, this is gonna 1000x videos. It's like, okay, dude, for sure. Anything can happen. No one knows anything about the price, but it kind of makes sense to me why it would continue to go up. So I'm just documenting this for in case it does. All right. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Yeah, I already threw out all my socials. I kind of want to keep talking, but you're probably over me. So yeah, I'll catch you next Monday. Thanks for listening to the episode. Blockchain Boss out. Bon Jenn out. I gotta think of something cooler to say.